So how do you tell where the stream is actually going to be shown at?
We set it up in the first place. And
my streaming app that lets me see the chat.
We started?
Yes. Hey, David, you're on the internet.
Welcome to Family RPG. I'm David Leonard, not your game master, because we're playing House of Danger, Part 2. We should have the other part on our YouTube channel, Leonard Brothers Game, or on the archive of Twitch streams. So you can see chapters 1 through 3 there. We are now starting in chapter 4 in this cooperative adventure game, which involves dice and
items
and stuff. And
decisions
are made.
A multiplayer game.
Yes.
Telling a story.
Yes.
But apparently it's not role-playing game enough for some people, so that's why we're on the board game channel right now.
Yes.
But we only really, expect many people to show up anyway, so.
So let's get started. Chapter 4. The Hideout.
The Hideout died.
After encountering dangers outside of the house, facing multiple ghosts inside the house, discovering an underground laboratory, and stumbling upon angry chimpanzees, you're ready to get some answers about this place, and the nightmares that brought you here. A mysterious phone call I got this morning, you say. It was you, wasn't it? Phone call? What phone call? Wait, it couldn't have found a way to access the phone lines, could it? Professor Marsden's eyes go wide when he sees the look on your face and shakes his head. Well, that's not important right now, he says. Something about this tone leads you to suspect it's important, but you don't push it. If you've managed to get this far, you must be quite the aspiring detective. And psychic investigator, you add. You go on to tell him about the recurring nightmares that drove you on to delve into this whole bizarre mystery. Nightmares? He asks. Fascinating. If your dreams mean what I think they do, then I'm glad you're here. I can explain more later. But right now, getting to the neuron inhibitor mainframe is the crucial thing. It's the only way to retake the lab from my dastardly former lab assistant, Carol. He says the name in a hoarse whisper as if speaking it aloud could summon some ancient evil.
It's always a Carol.
Really?
Carol.
He goes, Marsha.
No.
Together we discovered a source of technology far beyond anything this world has ever seen. But she betrayed me. She used our work to take control of the chimpanzees and start a counterfeiting ring with a local crime syndicate. We made scientific discoveries worthy of Einstein, of Galileo, and she just used it all too. He trails off. I'm sorry, I've been locked in there so long, I've forgotten my manners. Now that you've freed me, I can open a secret passage for you that will lead to the neuron inhibitor mainframe. It will take you to the area where the most experimental work was being conducted. Be careful, it can get dangerous in there. It's just me who's going? You ask with your fear in your voice. Yes, she says. I'll need to monitor your progress from the operations room, where I have access to the security system. Here, use this earpiece so we can communicate. Draw clue 91 to discover your goal. Clue 91.
291. Everybody on!
Disable the neuron inhibitor mainframe.
That seemed pretty self-explanatory, yeah.
The clear glass door leads to the temporal manipulation lab, the professor continues. The frosted glass door...
Temporal manipulation?
Yes.
So now we include time travel, along with alien technology, civil war, ghosts, and sentient monkeys that are in a crime syndicate of printing fake money.
Sweetly.
Okay, proceed.
The frosted glass door goes to the psychic development room.
And psychics.
Yes, not sidekicks.
No.
The professor takes off for the operations room as the secret passage opens from the empty jail cell next door. The two glass doors are now before you. Too bad the professor didn't explain which route was the best way to get into the neuron inhibitor mainframe. So you want to try the temporal manipulation lab or the psychic development room?
Well, I think psychic development room, because that's what I heard at one time earlier.
Okay.
I don't particularly... Man.
Oh?
Could we have another look, David, at the picture?
What picture?
Do you think that would be appropriate?
So
for 2 minutes.
Okay.
That's all you got before. Let me start it.
Okay. The image of what we saw in our dream.
Oh, okay.
And
it's been so long.
Goo.
Okay. So we got tanks. We got the maid. You got sword in the middle. We already got the wheel with the sword, right?
Yeah.
In the water. We got colored frog. Have you dealt with the frog yet?
I don't remember a frog.
Looks like there's is that a bicycle over there? I think.
Sink, a bicycle, yeah.
Kitchen sink, trash bag. Ice, or is that
lockers?
Giant's cube?
I guess we've been to the lockers.
Yeah.
The ice cube. I don't remember the ice cube being a part of the. Just a cardboard box, maybe.
Cardboard box there, yeah, with a label on it. Looks like a barrel there, or yeah.
Yes, and a can and a gas can, looks like. Yeah, it's a gas can and a package, and of course in the modernistic house.
Yeah, and we've already been to the garden area inside the house there. Remember the 3 lights, 2 red that are off and 1 green that's on.
Well,
But it looks like a dial that's below it.
right.
That if it were a clock, that would be at the 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock, yeah. But it's okay. It looks like it's a
Maybe it's a
safe dial.
safe. Maybe it's just a timer.
Well,
dial timer. Yeah.
But nobody's ever mentioned a timer in this thing. So.
Yeah, well, we haven't time to ask.
Okay, well, I don't really see much else. There's a little box with bicycle and a screen and stuff I can't really make out there. There's a little black cube or something.
Oh yeah.
Piece of coal maybe. Okay.
Time's up.
Time's up. That's fine.
Hey. Looks like we have 1 person in chat, but no one's showing up in my list of viewers. So, hello, whoever you are.
All right, so
And then they're gone. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. This room features several rows of blue metal chairs.
Yes.
Dome-shaped helmets attached to odd-looking devices hang above the chairs. There's also a large glass tube, big enough for you to step into, with a door on the side. A green button is accessible from inside the tube. You slowly realize you've seen these machines before in photos in the reference book Ghosts and Ghouls, which you have on your bookshelf back home. The photos were in a chapter about how rogue parapsychologists were attempting to give ordinary people psychic abilities. If you remember correctly, the blue chairs are attached to machines intended to give subjects pyrokinesis, the ability to start fires with mind control. Back on
Brains.
spot. Okay. The large glass tube is an energizing chamber that gives people telekinesis, the ability to move objects with one's mind. Both seem ready to go. A metal stairwell on the far side of the room leads to some sort of observation booth which overlooks the room you're in and possibly others. If you sit in one of the pyrokinesis chairs, if you enter the telekinesis energizing chamber, or skip this weird equipment and climb the stairs to the observation booth.
Telekinesis could be useful.
It could be.
Pyromaniac seems A, violent, and B, very narrow in usefulness. Yeah.
Right.
Telekinesis?
All right, we're going to go into telekinesis pod.
You enter the energizing chamber and shut the door. You press the green button on the interior wall and the room goes dark, while a large glass tube emits a blinding white light, forcing you to cover your eyes with your hands. You can feel the machine rewiring your neural pathways to activate mysterious, previously untapped portions of your brain. The pain is horrible. A part of you thinks that if you can just endure the pain a little bit longer, unlimited mental powers might be unlocked. Another part of you is concerned your head might literally explode. If you're level 4 or higher on the psychic scale, I do remember that. Draw clue 93.
Your head explodes with too much psychic power. What?
93. Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Your blessed open safe?
It's warped. Yeah. Well, no, it's if this is the right direction.
If you want to stay in the energizing chamber and work through the pain, or you can't take it and get out of the chair.
Work through the pain.
Work through the pain.
Work through the pain. Draw clue 98.
Or is that a dumbwaiter? Or is that a garbage chute?
It looks like a garbage chute. Yeah. Yep, that's what
You have telekinesis. You now have the power to move things with your mind. You think about this as you run for the observation booth. Once per challenge, you can raise the danger meter by 2 to re-roll a die roll.
Oh.
Raise it. Oh, we had to raise it by 2.
Yes, you raise the danger meter, but you can re-roll.
Re-roll. Oh.
Keep this item, move forward 1 space in the psychic circle, and go to story card 99.
Well, up to 9 with failure anyways,
yes.
We get increased danger.
Yeah.
So,
right.
might be long terms.
The observation booth has thick windows that look down into a circular chamber where you see a human-sized chimp in a hospital gown sitting at a table. The poor animal's head is shaved and hugely swollen. Electrodes are attached to pulsing veins. The chimp is gazing intently at a small wooden boat which is floating in mid-air above the table. The chimpanzee sees you, and the moment his eyes meet yours, you start to black out. You break eye contact just before losing consciousness and decide you better exit this room quickly. Next to a fire extinguisher on the wall is a map, which gives you a quick overview of this area. You orient yourself and see the observation booth is next to the cryogenics lab and the supercomputer room. So you want to go to this cryogenics lab or the supercomputer room?
Isn't there a goal to get to the supercomputer? Or no?
Well, the computer might be what controls the neural inhibitors.
Yeah, the supercomputer room.
Supercomputer room.
Sure.
As soon as you enter the room, the computers light up. Present your credentials, a digital voice demands. It must be the computer. You mutter something about being the new lab assistant. I judge that to be false. You have come here seeking answers. My memory banks contain all the information you desire, but access is forbidden. You don't see a keyboard, so apparently voice commands are the only way to interact with this thing. Unless, of course, you can best me in a competition of my choosing. The computer continues. Be wary, human. No flesh creature has ever defeated me in my limitless mind. If you agree to compete with this computer,
Battle of wits.
If you agree to compete with the supercomputer, draw clue number 97.
Should we?
Sure.
Yeah, we can compete.
A compartment opens in the computer's casing and a robotic arm extends from it. This computer wants to arm wrestle you.
Aha.
If you win, you draw a clue. If you lose, raise the danger meter by 1 and try again. So, your danger, you have to roll 3 or higher.
Okay. 3 or higher.
No, raise the danger meter by 1.
1? Oh my god.
Yes.
Alright. 3.
You still failed because your danger meter went up by 1.
Or higher.
Yes. Now you have to roll 4 or higher.
Oh, gee. 5. There.
Draw clue 102. Quantum Synthesis Stabilizer. You defeat the supercomputer and gain access to its files. One is a diagram of a rod-shaped device called a Quantum Synthesis Stabilizer. If you have clue 39, keep this item and move forward 2 spaces on the psychic scale. We do.
Oh, 93. 39? Oh, we do.
39.
Okay.
Now you're at level 5.
Ooh.
Again.
Again.
Yeah.
We were maxed out for a time, and then we dropped.
Yeah.
Finish story card 109. So, you can take the observatory door or the armory door.
We just came from the observatory.
Oh yeah, there are 2 doors leading out to the supercomputer room. You start to open one door and the computer shouts, do not attempt to enter the armory. You start to open the other door and the computer shouts, do not attempt to enter the observatory. The computer may be pushy, but it's also quite informative.
Yes. Okay, which one should we? I mean, apparently the computer just has the ability to tell us something, but not actually tell us. It forces us. Let's go to the armory. We've already been to the observatory, remember?
Were we in the observatory?
Yeah, we looked down.
108.
That's where we saw the monkey in the floating ship.
This is 109.
Oh.
You just looked at...
Yeah.
Well, no, 108.
Wasn't that where we were?
What was the monkey?
The
one
monkey
that
was
blacked out in front of.
The monkey was 99.
And that was at the observatory room?
No.
No!
Oh.
Observation booth.
Observation booth. Oh, okay. Well, they both observe. All right. You want to go to the observatory then? All right, the observatory.
You go up a long flight of stairs that leads to an observatory where you find Professor Marsden staring at the stars. Oh, how did you get here first? You ask. How did you get here first, you ask? It's all my fault, he murmurs, sadly lost in thought. We reached out to the stars, and they reached back. But when the creature made contact, we got greedy, and it captured him for further study. I fear your nightmares mean he's sending out telepathic messages in hopes of being rescued. If you want them to end, you must set the creature free. This is why, the professor continues, we need to take back the compound from Carol. Disable the neuron inhibitor mainframe controlling the chimpanzees and free the alien ambassador. Carol watches over the mainframe constantly, he continues. So make sure you'll be headed into great danger. Make sure you're fully prepared before you move on. There's a hallway to the mess hall and the back door that leads outside the house.
Is there actually a cue on the card for you to be saying Whispering Carol, or is that just...
It was said earlier, the first time I said Carol.
Okay, Whispering... It said Whispering Carol.
It said Whisper every time.
Okay.
Ah.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I thought maybe we were just adding, dramatic pause.
Uh-huh.
So, It suggests to go to the temporal manipulation lab, the psychic development room, the armory, and the observation booth. Now, you already went to the observation booth.
So this is the end game.
This is the end game already. We already reached the end game. Anything's going to raise the danger meter again.
Temporal lab. Go there. Let us go to the temporal lab.
The temporal manipulation lab? Okay.
Yeah.
Raise the danger meter by 3.
Oh my.
3?
And go to story card 96.
Nearly impossible. I tell you, it's impossible. Oh yeah.
A massive machine with a glowing control panel is before you. The moment you step inside the room, the door slams shut behind you, and the machine begins to hum. Professor Marsden said this area was dangerous, but you feel like he should have warned you about the self-closing doors around here. The glow of the control panel is getting brighter, and the hum is almost deafening now. You look for an off button, but only find the big dial with 3 settings: past, present, and future. Past, present, future. This is a time machine. If you don't pick a setting and fast, something seriously bad might happen. So, what do you want? Past, present, or future?
Should we go to the past?
Let's go to the past.
Past. 104.
Back to the Civil War people.
The walls melt away as time and space shift around you. It's enough to make you feel a bit queasy. You soon become aware that you are standing under a tree at the base of a grassy hill. You're surprised to hear the rumble of thunder since it's a beautiful cloudless day. Then you hear the source of the thunder, a warhorse charging over the crest of the hill straight toward you. The man on its back is wearing a horned helmet, and he draws his sword when he sees you. You're no history expert, but you're pretty sure you've come face to face with Genghis Khan, and he looks wrathful. You can stand and fight, or you can make a break for it. You can try climbing up to the tree's higher branches before Genghis reaches you, or find cover behind some rocks a short distance away. So you just roll, and if you win, you draw a clue. If you lose, raise the danger meter by 3, and make the story choice below. So you have to roll 5 or higher.
Do we attack Genghis Khan?
Yes.
Oh, that's the choice. That's the only choice.
That's the only
6.
6. Sweet. Draw clue 94. Genghis Khan's warbow. You defeat Genghis Khan and take his Mongolian warbow. This adds 2 to your attack rolls.
Ooh.
Unless you roll a 1, then you lose it. Move forward 1 space on the psychic scale. Lower the danger meter by 4.
Whoa.
And finish the story card. So, if you decide to climb the tree or find cover in the rocks.
Should we climb the tree so we can see more? We already beat Genghis.
Yes.
Yeah, but he probably wasn't alone, though. And as I recall, they had archers.
Oh, yeah?
Probably.
Yeah, so which one do you want?
You don't go behind the rocks, huh?
I'm thinking the rocks. It'd be
All
more
right.
likely to fall out of a tree.
Yeah, we'll go to the rocks.
The rocks it is.
Okay.
Okay. You're surprised to hear the professor's voice in your earpiece. I have access to the time machine remotely, he says. Hold on tight, I'm bringing you home. Wait, hold on tight to what? Your surroundings fade out again, and before you know it, you're back in the temporal manipulation lab. The machine appears to be on its last legs. A disturbing amount of black smoke is wafting from the time machine. You decide to get... Wafting. And you decide to get moving before the whole thing bursts into flames. Fortunately, 2 wall panels are now open, leading to new hallways. Okay, Professor, which way from here, you ask? To the left is the experimental supercomputer. The armory is on the right, he says, but it's not safe to shh. Whatever technology is transmitting his voice shorts out. The experimental supercomputer is on a green desk with a curious, oversized orange frog paperweight. Looks like it's made of metal and must be quite heavy. The eyes of the orange frog are yellow, and you feel yourself being drawn to them.
Because it was in the dream.
Yes.
Do you head for the armory, or check out this supercomputer next to the orange frog paperweight?
Well, frog.
Supercomputer, yeah.
Okay. 109.
It's a dream. That must have been important.
Did we already get that?
We've already been to the supercomputer.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
You want to go back?
We
You
didn't
already agreed to compete with the supercomputer, so yeah, that's not...
Well, we didn't
take-
see the frog then, though.
No.
it wasn't described then.
It was not described, and the card is not described either. No.
Okay.
I guess it's just you already dealt with it, so it goes to card 94.
Sure.
Since you're in the armory.
Okay.
Okay? You enter the armory. The door closes behind you, and you hear it lock automatically. The room is nearly empty, and you realize that the shutter, whatever weapons are usually kept here, are probably in the hands of people, or chimps, roaming the halls outside. The only thing left is a massive artillery gun mounted on a swivel in the center of the room. There's also a bunch of lockers lining one wall if you'd like to search through them.
Yes.
Locker.
Search for lockers. If you're a level 3 or higher on the psychic scale, add +1 to your roll, in addition to any alien. You can use the alien notebook to add another 1, and as long as you don't roll a 1...
Okay. 3.
You make it. You +1, you make it. Okay.
5.
So, draw clue number 92. Hypersonic isotropic resonator. You find a tech catalog with details of an object called a hypersonic isotropic resonator. If you have clue number 87, you do the crystalline cap. Keep this item and move 2 spaces on the psychic scale.
Ooh.
Again, what's up maxed out?
Yeah.
So these two are connected in some way.
Yep. Finish story card 94. There's a door here, and you can see through its window that leads into a stairwell. Unfortunately, this door is locked. The artillery gun you found probably has a shell in it, though, so you could probably blast your way through. As a matter of fact, why limit yourself? With that thing, you could probably get through the wall opposite the door. Instant shortcut. If you blow a hole through the whole door in the stairwell, or blow a hole through the wall.
What do you think?
It seems unfortunate they blow a hole into anything. They
And,
seem to attract attention to us.
Yeah, I would think.
It looks like either card can be used, so yeah. Which one do you want?
Into the stairwell or the...
Stairwell or the wall?
The wall. What's on the other side of the wall? Just a secret passage?
Just to shortcut outside of the room, because otherwise you're locked in. You have to blow your way out one way or the other.
Stairwells usually go up and down, so that might give us more options if we go that way.
Yeah, stairwell.
Okay. Or did you already do the stairwell? Oh, the stairwell is this. I had it separate because the stairwell is the end story, so you can...
Oh, okay. Well, then not the stairwell, then.
Okay, 97.
All right, the wall.
The wall. Here we go. You carefully navigate straight chunks of masonry and find yourself in a laboratory. There is a closet-sized metal box here, and not big enough for you to get into, connected to a computer terminal. Some notes you find scattered on the desktop contain terms of DNA decoding unit and cellular replicator. You know what this thing is for. Clones. It makes clones. You're sure of it. Well, 90% sure. There's a flashing red light on the terminal, which might mean something's not working properly. The computer is so old it uses punch cards.
Main clowns.
Whoa.
You just know trying to figure out what's wrong with this computer would be a huge pain. There's a time clock on the wall above the column of time cards with a handwritten index card that says Observatory Employees. Next to it is a stairway leading upwards. If you're at psychic level 4 or higher on the scale, you can search the computer to determine the meaning of the blinking red light.
Okay.
If you do so, raise the danger meter by 1 and draw clue number 99.
Search.
Okay, raise the danger meter by 1. 99, 99, 99.
Mike!
A message flashes on the screen. Warning! Moral alignment circuits are malfunctioning. All clones produced under these conditions are evil.
Oh, gee.
If you try to clone yourself, or you take the stairs to the observatory, which would end the game.
Well, if it's an evil clone of ourselves, I don't think we want to clone ourselves. That wouldn't be working. That wouldn't be a good idea. Unless we can fix the machine. And that's
You're
not an
goody
option.
two shoes ass. I'm evil ass.
You want
You're
to
goody
clone?
two shoes. You're goody two shoes.
So, anyway, at least I've got 2 shoes. But anyway, what do you want
It's
to
from
clone?
Army of Darkness.
You want to clone yourself? Oh, yeah.
I concur. I think we're psychic
idea.
enough that
Okay.
an evil counterpart, dark, black.
Alright, so I think we've dealt with all these story cards now. So if you want to try the mess hall, or leave the house through the back door.
Well, mess hall, of course. We're hungry.
There's probably chimps down there, but yeah.
Mess hall it is. The mess hall is filled with long metal tables and ugly plastic chairs. Judging by the sheer volume of rotting banana peels piled in overflowing trash cans, you guess it's mostly used by the chimpanzees who don't compost. The room has high ceilings, and you can see an area on the next level with a railed balcony that overlooks the room. There might be something interesting up there, but you'll have to climb to find out. There's also a door which leads to a pantry, in which you see a cupboard. Optional challenge: climb to the overlook.
You said the cupboard was in said overlook, or there was a cupboard?
No, the cupboard's
on
in
floor
another
level?
door.
The cupboard is in the pantry. So you can climb to the overlook or check the pantry.
I'm going to check the pantry first.
You want to check the pantry first?
Sure.
Well, that just leaves the area.
Oh.
I mean, the challenge is...
All right, let's accept the challenge.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure that there might be something in the pantry that would help us once we get up there.
Well, probably not.
It looks like it's going in a different direction.
Once
Okay.
you leave the area, you probably can't come
you
back.
do not take the challenge.
Okay. So, is there any benefits? I mean, is it like...
You can lower the danger meter,
Yeah.
or raise the danger meter and try again.
We apparently have 4 people watching. Hello!
Hello.
Thank you for watching.
How
Yes,
did
so,
you find us? Okay.
It's true.
2.
Okay, raise the danger meter by 1 and try again.
5.
Okay.
Huzzah.
Lower the danger meter by 3.
Back to 3.
back to
That's a
3.
3. And go to story card 111.
111. Ooh, we're up in the hundreds now.
From here, you can see into a meeting room, which is packed to the gills with super chimps. A woman in a lab coat, it must be the diabolical Carol, is operating a large console that must be part of the neuron inhibitor mainframe. Looks pretty solid, but if you're lucky, you might be able to reach it and damage it enough to free the chimps from Carol's control before anyone there can stop you. There's also a metal staircase leading down to an aircraft hangar. You see a truck parked in it, but you can't be sure if anyone's guarding it. So do you want to rush into the meeting room or sneak into the aircraft hangar? Here's a picture of Carol.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. She looks like that 101 Dalmatian thing. Anyway.
Carol. So, rush into the meeting room or go to the aircraft hangar?
Well, did we think that the meeting room had...
The meeting room itself, yeah, you think you can disrupt, is what it says. You might be able to reach and damage enough to free the chimps from Carol's control.
Okay. Well, that's our goal right now.
Okay.
And if it requires combat with Carol, we got the sword.
Well, yeah, I guess we do have it though.
Yeah.
Or did we lose the sword?
No, but we have the oh no, it's a bow and arrow, isn't it?
Bow and
arrow, yeah.
Okay.
King of Khan's warbow. The dramatic conclusion to this, all this monkey business, is so close you can practically reach out and touch it. One way or another, you decide this ends now. You burst into the room. At least 3 dozen giant chips stand between you and the neuron inhibitor mainframe. Also, you totally hit your funny bone on the way in, so that's going on too. Then you realize this is a terrible idea. Kill the intruder, the woman yells, with her neuron inhibitor links fully operational. The chimps have no choice but to obey, which they do. The end. Move back 2 spaces on a psychic scale and return to the previous card.
Okay. We died.
Story card 98.
So we're going to the airport?
You sneak into the hangar, discover to your great relief it's unoccupied. There are parts here from what might be some kind of alien aircraft, and tools lie scattered around them on the floor. From here you can see a large egg-shaped object in the lawn just outside the hangar.
To be fair to us, though, we've only died like twice now, I think?
Yeah.
We've been pretty good.
Yeah. Optional challenge, scan the tools for something useful. If you're level 4 or higher on the psychic scale, add +1 to your roll in addition to any circle, eyeball, balance, challenge booster. So,
Alright. Use
add
that.
2.
And what do we got?
We got 3.
3. Okay.
Technically, if you roll a 1, you should just get rid of that, but with your bonuses, that made it the 3 you needed.
Okay.
Draw clue 89.
Is that how that works? Or we rolled a 1?
He rolled a 1,
Yeah.
but it added, he was higher, add +1 to your roll,
Yeah.
and then add +1 for the alien notebook, which
Okay,
gave you
so we can't lose a notebook with that roll because
Yeah.
we already
Yeah.
have +1. Okay, I was making sure.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I don't
It's
think
not like D&D where you roll a critical failure, no matter what. Okay, it's fine.
Okay. Sounds good.
You have a tear gas gun. You find a small gun that fires tear gas. Neato! Adds 2 to your attack roll.
Okay.
An unmarked delivery truck is parked here if only the keys were inside. If you have clue 3, which you do, discard it and go to story card 100.
Wow. Delightful. We use the keys.
Use the key.
Okay.
I mean, we don't... That seems odd, though. We don't actually lose the keys while we're
No.
using them.
The keys are
They're
inside.
still in the edition.
Yeah.
Well, if we didn't have the keys wouldn't have been inside the car.
If you do not have the clue, take a look at the egg ship. But you have the clue. So,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
the truck is unlocked. You slide the key into the ignition and it starts. As you pull out of the garage, you see a sliding glass door to the meeting room where Carol sits by her mainframe. Carol. Along with her chimp army. You take a deep breath, crack your knuckles, and step on the gas.
I figured it's
Ram
way
the
it would
computer.
go. Yeah.
Chimps dive out of your way as the glass shatters and you ram directly into the neuron inhibitor mainframe. Kill the intruder! Carol yells.
Okay.
3 dozen super intelligent chimpanzees stand up, turn to you, and yawn. They have no interest in you at all. With the neuron inhibitor mainframe wrecked and the chimp's neuron inhibitor link severed, they're no longer forced to obey the sinister lab's assistant's commands. They seem to realize that at the same moment, Carol does. Carol. Now, there's nothing stopping the chimps from seeking their revenge. Carol bolts into the rainy night with the chimps hot on her heels. Celebrate your victory over Carol by going to story card 105.
Ooh.
Chapter 4, goal achieved.
So they're still super intelligent. It's just that now they're not being mind controlled.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Still seems dangerous.
You've thwarted Carol's evil plot, freed a whole mansion full of super intelligent chimpanzees.
She's no longer a threat, so that's why you have to whisper her name.
Yeah. And broken up a counterfeiting ring. On top of that, you've helped Professor Marsden win back control of the lab. Now he'll have plenty of time to consider the implications of his blind pursuit of knowledge and devote the rest of his career to making things right again. All that's left to do now is to bask in your supreme triumph. You sit in Carol's chair, lean back, put your feet up on what remains of the meeting room table, confident your job here is done. Or is it?
No, because there's another deck still.
Go to story card 120.
Yet a deck. Oh.
An alarm sounds and about 50 lights on the neuron inhibitor mainframe console start blinking. Professor Marsden comes running into the room. Oh no, he mutters under his breath. That thing's probably just malfunctioning, you say. I really did a number on it. Sorry, wrong voice. You both jolt back as the strange booming voice comes from a speaker on the neuron inhibitor mainframe console. Mm-hmm. The full force of the Chrysalic Armada is upon you, it says. We demand the release of our ambassador. Although we hate violence, we will reduce your entire planet to galactic rubble if you do not obey us.
It's Daleks.
The significance of this moment hits you. You've just heard the words of an actual alien life form. The professor is as pale as a ghost. Let's release the alien.
We've seen ghosts, so we know how pale they are.
Let's release the alien, you say. That's what we were planning to do anyway, right? About that, he says, it may not be quite so simple. Advance to Chapter 5. Keep all inventory items.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm kind of curious about what the other cards were, though, since we're not going to probably play this again.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, we could. We could have a family over to do it.
Huh? What? Huh? Family?
Yeah, so we 5 people over.
You want to just leave the other ones otherwise?
Yeah. What did they... Give us an overview.
Well, I mean, I had to literally just read them all off. I was like, I could just... Looks like there were several other ones that would have been like general story challenge. Obviously, there were ones that led you into the present and future.
Items that would have helped us in different situations.
Yeah. Well, we may not necessarily be able to get them anymore. But,
or we may not have needed them because we already solved a different challenge previously.
Yes. Okay. So. Okay. I'll get out Chapter 5 then.
All right, give me the deck, I suppose.
The whole
big
deck.
Yeah.
What? Oh, you're gonna.
The whole deck to restore and shuffle it and put it in the right place and all that stuff. Yeah. Well, I open up Chapter 5, called The Invasion.
The Body Snatchers?
Okay, I think there's a clue from Chapter 1 here. Yeah, I'm going to get that clue out of there. Otherwise, I think all of these are Chapter 4, if you want to arrange them back in order. And we'll probably try to sort through all of the cards once we're done and get them into their exact order. Which, what do you think of the game?
It's pretty good.
Especially with the original content that they had to work with, so...
Yes, there's another one. So.
It's pretty crazy.
It is.
Zany, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm probably enjoying this more than I would have if I had, was like actually reading the book.
I think with the little side cards too, the clue cards are a different way of adding on to the story and items and stuff as well. Being able to combine all the chapters together as long as you remember what you're doing.
I could take a picture of enough information.
I got enough of it that we got things going again.
I know it is. Your evil clone beats you unconscious and leaves. You eventually wake up and head toward the observatory. So, okay, that would be a thing that would still exist.
Yep. So anyways, let's see what we've got here.
It would be terrible if it was nice and they just made you evil instead. Dun, dun, dun.
Whatever. So, Chapter 5, The Invasion. You crossed the deadly estates surrounding the Marsden house, come face to face with spirits from beyond the grave, and found yourself at the mercy of strange scientific experiments. You fought oversized superintelligent chimpanzees, freed them from mind control, and discovered a counterfeiting ring along the way. Now a fleet of UFOs is barreling toward Earth, and unless you can free the imprisoned alien ambassador before they arrive, the entire planet is doomed. The alien is locked away in the old prison beneath the mansion, Professor Marsden says. It's a dangerous labyrinth, not easily navigated. What are you talking about, you reply. There are 3 cells in that place. We were there 45 minutes ago. That's the new prison, the professor says, where antisocial chimpanzees are held until they can be rehabilitated. The entire compound is built off of the ruins of an old prison, which burned down more than a century ago. My great-great-great-grandfather was a warden. You remember your strange out-of-body...
What was awarded? I'm missing card number 95, I think. Or no, 95. 2, 3. Okay, I thought I was missing a card here. Sorry. 2.
Huh?
3, 4.
What's that? Oh, that's...
It's like the top card. 5.
Hey, she's all cold,
7,
eh?
8, 9, 100, 101.
Sure. Be there.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, it was between 103 and 104. There we go.
Okay.
105.
Well,
okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
You remember your strange out-of-body visions in the elevator and the deep sense of foreboding that came with them.
Mm-hmm.
We should never have put him down there, the professor says. The prison has always been a horrible, cursed place.
Cursed?
But now that the creature has found a way to make contact with the world outside his cell... Wait a second, you say. This alien ambassador isn't just responsible for my nightmares, is he? The alien was the one who called me this morning. But how did you even find me? The phone book is full of private investigators with far more experience than I have. You suddenly remember, however, that your Yellow Pages ad doesn't list you as an aspiring detective. It lists you as a psychic investigator.
Yeah.
I'll find the alien, you say, to reassure yourself as much as the professor. I was born to do this.
So instead of investigators, we were under psychic.
Yeah.
Mm.
There's still a PI, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Before you can respond, the professor notices something on the mainframe console and gasps, The alien armada will enter Earth's atmosphere in just 20 minutes. You must find the alien ambassador and free him quickly, or all is lost. Draw clue 108 to discover your goal. What do you think it is?
Find the ambassador and release him.
Release the alien ambassador and attempt to save planet Earth.
No.
Really? Okay, you say. You've been down there before, right? Do you have a map? No. Carol, hand it all off at.
She's a threat again? I guess.
To him. All I know is that there are 2 ways to get into the structure. Through the original prison entrance around the back of the house and through a long, dark hallway. And I've always been too afraid to investigate. Don't forget, keep your earpiece turned on so we can communicate. So you head to the prison entrance or the hallway?
Well, we're going to the prison. I guess we're going to the entrance.
Prison entrance.
Mm-hmm.
You find the entrance to the old prison through an abandoned section of the house. The boards that were nailed up to keep people out have mostly rotted away, and they were put up at least 50 years after the fire. You can hardly imagine what type of shape the prison itself is in. You pry the boards off and carefully step into the room. There must have been some kind of check-in area for the prison guards and other employees. There's a large hole carved into one wall, which opens to a rough stone tunnel. There are also 2 doors. Only the wooden one opens. The other is sealed tight with an unusual lock that has a small round gem-shaped indentation where the keyhole ought to be. If you have clue number 50, which we do, the Marsden family ring, use it to open the locked door and go to story card 139.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Sure. We have the
Reasonably.
clue, so.
You have the clue. It doesn't say to discard it either.
Good.
39.
I mean, I suppose we did wreck the truck, so that's why we didn't need the keys for the truck anymore.
Yes.
Right.
This room looks like it must have been the warden's office, and is mostly in shambles. A metal desk has been pushed against one wall, and you find a cardboard box of old copies of the Northwind Times inside. The newspaper is practically disintegrated in your hands. They've been down here for at least a century, but they appear to be mostly about the pirates that destroyed the prison and took a large number of inmates and prison personnel with it. Because a cardboard box full of paper surely wouldn't have survived the flames, someone must have brought it here after the place had already burned down. There's a century worth of junk shoved into the desk drawers as well. You can search through it if you think it might be worth the effort. Search the warden's desk.
Search.
You have a level 4 or higher. You can add 1 in addition to any challenge booster. So, you add 2 to the roll. You got more than enough. Draw clue number 115.
We're rocking it.
115.
Okay.
While looking through the drawers, you notice a secret passage under the desk which leads straight down through the crumbling floor. On the other side of the room is the entrance to a long, grim corridor lined with the ruins of heavily reinforced prison cells. So, you could go to story card 125, or ignore it and go to 138.
Huh?
It does say to, I guess, required since you checked to go to story card 125. So
Okay.
we'll just do that.
Okay.
You descend into the cave with a glassy obsidian walls and perfectly still circular pool in the center. A perfectly still pool that's glowing. Is it otherworldly ectoplasmic goo? Alien spaceship fuel? Good old-fashioned radioactive sludge? You have no idea, but you're pretty sure drinking from it would either kill you or give you superpowers. If you'd like to drink from the pool of goo, draw a clue.
See, that's where an evil clone would have been handy, I suppose.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
You want to try? If it kills you, you just raise the,
That's true. We're not so bad with danger.
Yeah. All right. Drink it.
Well, it was ectoplasmic goo, and it turns out the ectoplasmic goo is both delicious and nutritious. Lower the danger meter by 3.
Whoa.
And move forward 3 spaces on the psychic scale.
Whoa.
Finish story card 125. So now...
We're in the best possible position.
Yeah.
Pretty much. There's a stone wall with a tunnel framed in red brick leading away from the pool. There's also something giving off a gross, dank smell at the far end of the pool if you'd like to investigate it.
So dank.
If you enter the tunnel framed with red brick, or follow the smell.
Follow the smell?
Follow your nose.
That's a vote. That's 2 votes right there. All right.
And then maybe it's the alien.
The dank soil gives you way beneath your feet, and you tumble into a very smelly hidden cavern. Here you discover the stench is wafting up from wafting. Yes, I have to say wafting.
A wafting. Yes.
A wafting.
A wafting. Yeah.
Yes, yes. A colony of mushrooms, spotted ones and striped ones, that cover most of the floor and the walls. If you learn anything from playing video games, though, is eating random mushrooms you come across is almost always a good idea.
I wonder, what year is this game set in?
Eating random.
You like to eat a spotted mushroom, a striped mushroom, or live it up and eat both kinds of mushrooms.
That doesn't seem fairly good.
There's 3 different clues for each.
You have a choice of not eating any mushrooms? Apparently
If you're done snacking, there's only one way to leave the caverns, through a pitch-black tunnel.
So we could just leave. But we're also in an optimal situation.
Yes.
We could risk.
You're as high as it's going to be. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Which one? Or are we going to try both?
Striped mushroom.
Stripes?
Stripe, yeah.
The striped mushroom gives you temporary superhuman strength. Discard after one-time use.
Okay.
So add 3 to your strength checks.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
You want to try the other one?
Oh, sure. Why not?
I don't know what clue would give you if you ate both of them, but you already ate one.
Yeah.
We're eating both.
Yeah.
So draw both kinds of mushrooms. Just draw clue 111. All right.
Well,
Well, if it does something bad, we'll just put it back.
Well, no, we're doing it. This is a story.
Well,
I mean, unless it kills us, I mean...
No, the striped mushroom gives you temporary human strength, but the poison spotted mushroom mitigates the effect. Discard after 1 use.
Okay.
So
So
basically,
it's just +1. So the other one was...
So if you ate the other poison mushroom, do you die?
By itself?
Do we care about keeping this one, or...
And
technically, I guess you're only supposed to eat 1, so
Yeah.
we can just see that,
Well,
eating
see
both.
what the
Eating clue 1.
if you only ate the
Straight wood, spotted mushrooms, mildly poisonous, also mind-altering, can feel your brain pulsing, the synapses sparking. After it ends, you can now taste sounds. You can move forward 1 space in the psychic scale, raise the danger meter by 4. But since you already ate the one,
it negated the other one.
it negated the other one.
So
yeah.
we lose that super strength.
Okay.
No,
No?
you
No?
picked the first one,
Okay.
and I guess the idea is you're only really supposed to pick 1, because...
Okay.
It gives you the option to eat both.
Yeah. All right. Well, it doesn't say.
You already chose the 1, so
Yeah, we
technically
chose
you're
the
not
one.
supposed to choose any other ones.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You only
This-
you have to choose that one
You
at a
have to
time.
choose
Right,
one at a time.
one
You
at a
either
time.
choose to eat both, one or the other.
We chose
Yeah.
wisely. All right.
Yes. You have chosen wisely. So, story
Okay.
card 135.
Mm-hmm. Is this down the dark hall?
The tunnel leads to an exit high up on the wall of a large lead-lined prison cell. Beneath you, the crystalline form of the Crystalic ambassador lies motionless on the floor. The ambassador looks up, sees you, and sends a telepathic message directly into your frontal lobes.
Ouch.
What manner of creature can pass through the impenetrable walls of my prison? He transmits. Whoever you are, have mercy and free me from this tomb. Impenetrable walls. It's a tunnel, you think back at him. Have you even tried escaping? How long have you been down here? I am greatly weakened from my ordeal, the ambassador thinks at you. Also, it is really dark.
Aha.
The only way out of this cell is back the way you came. So if you want to take the ambassador back to the surface with you, you're going to have to lift him into the tunnel. He is quite heavy.
All right.
Required challenge, give the alien ambassador a boost.
Okay.
So you have +3.
Yeah.
Unless you roll a 1, but even then, you're going to succeed. So
3.
You're going to succeed.
3.
Okay. So lower the danger meter you already have. Go to story card 146.
Yeah.
We launch him up there.
They are very strong.
No description of the alien?
Well, we used the strength card, so we gotta get rid of that.
Yes, discard after 1 time use.
Uh-huh.
Even then, you really didn't have to.
No.
Because you rolled your requirement. But
Yeah.
whatever.
We
You declared we were going to use it.
Okay.
You drag the crystalline alien back to the security room where the professor waits. On a monitor, you can see the giant UFO entering Earth's atmosphere. Hurry, the professor says in a panic. The Armada is almost upon us. The alien ambassador rushes to the console. He pushes a button and makes a series of harsh noises you can only assume are his native language. You have clue number 90, which in our level 1 through 3 on the psychic scale.
No.
We have clue 9.
Shouldn't have 90 because it's right here.
No. Okay.
And we didn't get it.
We did not get that.
No.
If you do not have clue 90, continue reading.
Oh, okay.
It'll probably auto-translate for us.
It is the crystal pendant, so it probably is. Probably open the pod. Find out more.
Yeah, you didn't go
So
to
if
the
we
pod.
didn't go to the pod,
You
yeah.
did not go to the pod.
Yeah.
Important item. Okay.
When he's finished, the alien sends you a telepathic message. I have contacted my people. All is well. So now what, you ask? Go outside and await their arrival, he transmits. Do not fear them. We have forgiven all your transgressions and will not murder you or the rest of your species.
How nice.
If you are level 5 in the psychic scale, go to story card 153. If you are level 2 through 4 and think something's fishy and demand more answers, if you're level 2 through 4 on the psychic scale, trust the ambassador and want to wait for the fleet's arrival, or if you're level 1, draw a clue. So if you're level 5, card number 153.
What clue do you draw if you know?
Chapter 5, goal achieved. You walk outside to greet the crystal saucers gathering in the skies above the Marsden house. A column of light erupts from the mothership, enveloping you and the professor. A voice is heard throughout inside both of your heads. Though you captured our ambassador, the voice says, you have proven yourself worthy of forgiveness. We are impressed with your devotion to the development of the intergalactic psychic arts. The hatch opens on the ship. We humbly invite you to our crystallic homeworld. The professor is downright giddy. Just imagine, we're the first human beings to ever... Before he can finish, everything goes blank. When you come to, you are both in the midst of a crystalline city, where the light has never looked so beautiful and the air has never smelled so clean. You spend years there learning the secrets of advanced crystalline technology. When the time comes to return home, you choose to stay. The end. Game over.
Oh man, game over.
It's a good end, I guess.
Yeah.
But saying the phrase "game over" though, you know.
Yes. Well, it's the end. It's the last chapter.
Okay.
All right. We can
Last chapter.
see what the other endings would have been. 4 other ending cards.
4.
Well, depending on how good psychic you were, remember?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So, if you're level 1 on the psychic scale, draw clue 119. Let's see what that would have been. 119, you know what the ambassador said, but something's giving you a funny feeling about it. Go to story card 140. Are you sure everything's fine? Because you said, you asked, because the way you said it doesn't really sound like it's fine. The alien rearranges his face into what might be a crystalline scowl. Fine, fine. Do you mean to ask whether it's fine that I was locked in a dungeon for years while your people tore my ship to pieces and stole technology you are not advanced enough to use or understand? Now that I think about it, your entire planet will die for your crimes. The two of you will suffer. In particular, will truly suffer. The ambassador lunges at you. If you fight the alien ambassador, move forward on the psychic scale and go to story card 147. You rush outside with the professor just as a massive fleet of crystalline flying saucers descends through the clouds. If only I'd finished assembling my doomsday device, the professor laments. Wait a sec, you say you were working on a doomsday device? Well, technically it's a defense against doomsday devices, but if you point it the wrong way, it will definitely blow up the planet. You really need to remember to point it the right way. The largest of the alien ships stops above the manor and hovers in midair. But it's all for nothing, the professor continues. Without my valence conduction capacitor, my quantum synthesis stabilizer, and my hypersonic hyperstropic resonator,
Oh my gosh.
all is lost. She has clues 92, 96, and 102.
You have those?
You have 102 and 92.
102. Yeah.
But not 96.
Oh, okay.
What was 96? Is that on the stack there?
If you only have 1 or 2 of the clues.
Oh, there's 96 right there.
Yeah, there's 96.
What was 96?
It was the valence conduction capacitor. And 102.
We had those two. We have 2 of them.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so let's see what happens if you go to story card 143.
Mm-hmm. The Earth is destroyed. The end.
There's nothing we can do to stop them, Professor says, eyes wide. Earth is doomed. He glances at an egg ship parked out on the lawn. Your eyes follow his. Instinctively, you both make a mad dash for the ship as UFOs begin firing lasers from above. That thing needs much more fuel if we're going to leave Earth's gravity, the professor says once you're both inside. He frantically empties his pockets into an open compartment on the ship's dashboard, and the ground outside the craft begins to buckle. Quick, throw everything you've got into the fusion reactor! If you have 12 or more clues with the phrase keep this item in your inventory, or if you have fewer than 12 clues with the phrase keep this item, so go to story card 151 or 152.
How many items do we have?
You have just 12. So technically you'd go 152, I think. That'll have to do, the professor says. Strap yourself in, this'll be a bumpy ride. It turns out to be an understatement. The egg ship blasts into the stratosphere, shaking so hard as it gains altitude that you're afraid it will splinter into pieces around you. We don't have enough energy to break free from the planet's gravity, the professor screams. Engaging the FTL drive. He flips up the little plastic cover on the console and reveals a button. A piece of masking tape under it has the handwritten notes faster than light drive on it. The professor pushes the button. The lights go out into the cockpit, and the engines make a low grinding sound as they sputter and shut down. Your ship falls like a brick, but you have the chance to crash into the ground. The entire Earth detonates, and you're engulfed in a gargantuan planet-wide explosion. The end. Game over.
See, they both end with the end, the game over. So it's not...
Yeah. Well, at one point you do have to die. Oh, well, and the Scepter's a good ending.
Okay,
Again,
so
the phrasing of game over.
Here's the one if you had all the items. That should do it. You strap yourselves into the seats and rocket through the Earth's atmosphere.
12 was enough.
No.
12 is just enough to get
No, if you had all the main items, the 3 items to get it working.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The 3 main items.
Yes. If you had enough items just to throw in there, it wasn't going to be enough for you. But, rocket through the Earth's atmosphere just in time to get in a porthole and see the planet break apart and explode in a blinding flash of light. Your ship is rocked by the resulting shockwave, but survives intact. Everyone, you mutter, unable to fully process the magnitude of what's just happened. It's all gone. The professor's face is ashen. He finally flips open a little plastic cover in the console to reveal a button underneath. I mean, a second piece of magic tape, flash and light drive. He shoots you a questioning glance. Punch it, you say. There's nothing here for you now.
This is Star Trek.
The professor pushes the button and you head into the infinite vastness of the universe, unsure of what fate awaits you. The end. Game over.
Game over, man.
Indeed.
There's a 4th option, I thought?
There's one that... See, I forget what led to this one, but... There's nothing left to do but wait and watch as enormous crystal saucers gather in the skies above. A column of red light erupts from the mothership, enveloping you and the professor. The beam causes every cell in your body to vibrate. Also, it carries a telepathic message. Planet Earth was charged with high crimes against the Crystallic Empire and was sentenced to extermination. However, since you two have shown the ability to learn the galactic psychic arts, we will hope for your planet. We will take you as a sacrifice to our interplanetary justice. Your world will be spared.
You will not.
So, that's the end, you ask? The Earth is saved? No, your planet should make no attempt to contact us again, the voice says, lest you invoke the full force of our wrath. You don't actually hear that last part, though, because the frequency of the beam intensifies, and you and the professor are instantly disintegrated. You saved the planet. You're a hero. An extremely dead, utterly vaporized hero. The end. Game over.
Game over. Yes.
So bittersweet.
I think they had to let you know that the game was over, because otherwise, you're... Well, just move.
And this is if you activated the death ray.
Oh.
As soon as you snap the battery into place, the professor's weapon emits a deafening hum and fires a blue beam of energy directly into the sky. The cannon nearly vibrates out of his grasp, and you rush to his side to shift some of the weight to your shoulders to help stabilize it. You remember he mentioned that pointing in the wrong direction would blow up the Earth, which would kind of defeat the whole purpose here. A column of red light erupting from the alien mothership merges with the professor's beam to make a soothing lavender. Fortunately for you, it turns out the purple energy is the secret weakness of Chrysalisk warships. The beam engulfs the mothership and bounces from ship to ship, lighting up the entire armada in a web of purple destruction. One after another, the flying saucers explode like fireworks until you're left staring at an empty sky. The young ambassador appears, staring at the scene in wide-eyed disbelief. He slowly backs away, turns and bolts across the lawn to enter an egg ship, which flies away at the speed of light. You and the professor break into a jumping high five. Earth is saved! The end. Game over.
Hey!
Yeah.
Okay, Professor. Yes. Well, saved the day.
Never mind that the ambassador escaped, and we'll probably send another armada.
No, I don't think you will, because we destroyed their armada. They're probably not going to come back.
Oh, and if you went into the other room with the flame thing, you'd just get burned.
Ah.
You'd get burned to die. Yeah, ghost fire.
There you go.
Ah.
Yeah.
The flame thing. What was the flame?
The room that we had the opportunity to
Pyrokinesis.
Telekinesis or pyro.
Oh,
if you went for pyro, you would have died.
Okay. Yeah.
So there you go. Going the pacifist route was the right thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get Mage Hand instead.
So now the game is done. You saw all those endings.
Yes.
Unless you're playing with people who haven't played it before, there's kind of like, okay, now I know pretty much exactly what I need to do. Didn't make too many mistakes in that regard.
No, actually, we only died twice. I guess you can only die like 4 times. So, I mean...
Well, I think there was a number of routes that we did skip. But
yeah, optional challenges, required challenges, all kinds of stuff that you didn't get around to. But you still made the best ending.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Yes, naturally.
Yeah.
Yes, you did not have to cheat for that one. You
exactly.
got it. I figured cheating for the bad endings. I was like, all right, I'm going to get those.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't know if you want to just pack it up or play something else.
Pack it up.
It is 7:30.
Yeah, got things to do.
Just leave it as is, and I'll set it up and undo it again later.
Okay.
Short stream, but...
hopefully we'll get together again next week.
Yes.
The following week after that, we will be unable to stream. Yeah. But then we'll be back up and ready after that. We still haven't set up another meeting yet with the Springfield group.
No.
We should be able to do that most any Saturday there, I think. Well, we do have a gospel meeting we're going to.
Yes, there's a weekend gospel meeting, because this Friday is the area-wide singing, and the next Friday through Sunday is a weekend gospel meeting. It's something apparently some of the churches in the area have been trying to do. Instead of having a full week, they're having 5 or 6 days full of sermon after sermon after sermon. They just weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
It'd be a little easier for the families with lots of little kids. Easier for them to stay up later. So. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Until next time, happy gaming. Enjoy the short session, but at least we finished this game under the right category. Bye-bye.